reo Māori hapainga, Māori ora ki te whai au ki te ao māramati, hei Māori ora. Ia ku rangatira, tēnā rā koutou katoa. Kei konei māua ko Namu, ko Naomi Wilson, hara mai e ki te tautoko i a hau, ki taku tuahine o te taiao, Michelle McElroy, Kāori i taia. She's holding the home front home at Hinamihi and on the Wairoa, North Clyde side of the Wairoa River. So our hearts are with all our people right at the moment. They've had enough trauma as it is, and here we are facing another wero, another tohu to process again for our people. Also, our hearts go out to all the whānau of the tūranga fishermen that found over in Mahia. It's, with a heavy heart that we bring these messages, but you've already seen it. So even to come here today, we was putting in apologies this morning until we saw a live from Niall at 8 o'clock saying, whānau, the fish hook summit is still on. And so I felt sorry for them. Ata Māori I think will come. Wayfinding. Wow, what a way to start the morning, because we've been finding our way all morning. Tohu. Getting tohu everywhere. Seen and unseen. Not stealing kupu from anyone. You fellas are saying, I don't even know why we're here today, because the kōrero already been said. Thank you, Mare. You are tuakana. Thank you for everything you do for us as a whole iwi. That chronological list of blah, 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 submission, this and that. Oh my God. That is not easy mahi. Thank you for inspiring us. I remember my first day at a Fish Hawk Summit. Not happening. Pauses is good, because Papatūānuku still got no knickers and bra. Still the same as last year. Sad. Second time I've been away during an event. And my whānau all rallying around doing their thing. Where are you? Where are you? Ruahine. Wow. That's why we need the School of Learning. That's what I thought the Te Tiriti was for. To protect the undisturbed possessions of Māori lands, forests, fisheries and taonga. Article 2. Don't even worry about the principles, whānau. Get back to those articles. Stop it. Stop engaging. Iwi leaders. Oh, there's always a condition with these partners there. There's no equity with sitting next to them. So long as we've got kotahitanga amongst us, let's keep that together. True. I was told to point that way. This is where we've come. This is where mainly the river breaches. But at the moment, it is coming from the Scott Street Kopu roadside as well, while our people are working very hard. So this trauma is here. Engineers have been hammering Wairoa, and all they want to do is put a spillway in, and all our whānau want is a blimmin' house. And if it needs raising, what's so fucking wrong with that? Sorry, Sorry. What's so wrong with that? I didn't need an engineering or civil engineering degree to say that, or even ask for a few more steps. Because we don't want to see this again. This turned into like this only just happened last year. Always having this restricted access. We're only just giving people access back. So just taking you back in some memory lane He's our bro underneath the house again. Meant to be for skinny people, but hello, he's the bro, still squeezing under his own house. I rang him up today just to see if him and his wife and family were okay, and they were opening up their marae to do this manaakitanga. That's what we do well in circumstances. And also, when it came to the civil defence, it was the Taiwhenua that stood up. You know, it was the Taiwhenua that stood up and reached out to our people hard. He's my mate missing today, Michelle McRoy. This is us having a bit of a reflection up in Wairoa here. Because we've got to do all this wayfinding, right? That's why we're up there. To have a kōrero, to go and see what we can do. See my mug shot, hold on. Here we go. This is always happening on the Wairoa River. In January alone, we had algal blooms. Okay, might not be a great picture, but down below there on the right there, that's actually a really purpley look. Yeah, algal bloom. A lot of people were arguing with us on our webpage, but we've seen it so many times. That's an algal bloom. January 2024, right in the middle of swimming time. So, yes, we've been collaborating. We have to. We've been succession planning, meeting with the rangatahi, and getting around our pakeke, just to, talk a little bit about their past and try and find some little gold nuggets within their kōrero. So, yeah, it's so that we can plan. Hiwa i te rangi, that's why this is a good time for planning whānau, reset. Again, let's reset. So talk about resetting. These are the kinds of collaborations we have to do. This is a Wairoa District Council and carers of the awa, of the Wairoa River. We have our waka ama whānau there. We have also the role that Ngāo and Shade hold for us in holding space for us. And this is an application, an AFCO consent, discharge to the awa. Reason why we are together, we are collaborating to actually work through the conditions. So one of the conditions we put in there is, let's have some monitoring. Let's have some Māori monitoring in there. So we're still working on the protocol. Not an easy thing. Not easy. But here we are, sitting down trying to work through it. We're trying to dismantle some of the way we are treated. The council doesn't want to share power. That's the biggest problem we have, is sharing the power. All we want to do is make decisions, come up with some solutions. So this is us holding it in spaces where we think we're safe, so we hold those kinds of things out of marae. He's our project rangatahi, finally on board with us. We've created a MOU together. Yeah. It's really awesome, but the weight's still not off our shoulders. As soon as there's some big taki in town, can't find them, but we can some climate change, mate. But I'm just saying, a big shout out to our rangatahi and whānau. What's happened with our rangatahi? How come we're not supporting them at this level? I said I was going to bring some rangatahi this year and I failed. But next year, I'm bringing them. And I hope too, this is my wero to all our Taiwhenua, how about you bring a handful as well? And how about you chuck it in your strategy that here's our next leaders, start grooming them, come on. Because they fronted up too to Ngaruawahia, because they need to have a say, they're mokopuna too, when's our pōpō coming for them? So we had a hui before the hui, of course you do, so that you stay in your lane when you go away kind of thing. So Wairoa did that. We had our hui with our settlement group, but it was back to the same things. Let's get back to those articles. Let's look at the kupu. Let's look at the real version only. And let's start dissecting each kupu, because they are important. So this is still happening. Pipes heading out to your awa, your stream. Yep, still the consents carry on with the battle. AFCO applying for consent to discharge the air to Wai. Have got contaminated sites, trying to be cuddly with us at the moment, but still there's no equity. We want tangata whenua solutions. What does that mean for us? Well, first of all, they've got to acknowledge our whakapapa. Let's get that right. And that we're mana whenua, and get that one right. And then we'll just line all our tikanga up. God, we've really got a kete of tools. Let's use them, apply them. I'm not dreaming anything up, it's already been said. He's this board representing Māori interests because we're on the council's case era. I invited them to the Fish Hook Summit, they pay for a ticket. And I was proud of them, but yeah, they also sent their apologies today. So this is working with the engineers at the Wairoa District Council. I invited them to our Fish Hook Summit so they can see how we talk about them. This is AFCO. This is kind of a typical thing here. It's me, Naomi and Michelle doing our thing. It's community, you know. We're the ones paddling in the water, swimming, got the fishing nets out, collecting the whitebait, taxing our whānau. So this is part of our community engagement. Our role there is to make sure the mana whenua gets their say and has a chance to have a decision and make some decisions. So this particular day we're in our hivers, we're going around to see their new
water treatment plant.
So they had a little bit of a pond there, kind of like a fake wetland, and they're expecting us to sign off on it. And I looked at all my metis, what do you think, They're going, drink it, cuz, come on. Nah, it's not good enough. It was filthy. So more work for them to do. Yep, so more work for them to do. No consent yet. Noticed all the post-cyclone stuff, they're cleaning the drains all of a sudden. All about time, but some of them have got tuna on them. So there was a COP or a code, a protocol anyway, to extract tuna from the waterways. I understand that Shade and Niall were part of that working party to create this document, and it was so that iwi get a chance to remove their tuna. Because we see that some of these drains are actually a wetland. When you walk to the end of the drain, it's actually a wetland. Thank you, Niall and Nikki, for organising and sponsoring our eDNA kits. I ran around Wairoa to 30 different sites, thank you, and was able to actually get a baseline on some of the species. Okay, I did see an email yesterday as well, and this is a good thing about trying to enable our tai whenua in the tai ao space, is that having these eDNA kits, you can go up your stream, your puna, your lake, and have a look what species may be still present in your puna, and but also you might find pests, bacteria, mammals. So it's a starting point. That's all I can say for now, because as soon as you have a look at that, you'll be excited. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I'm just pushing it forward.
Okay, again.
So recently we heard the karanga. So our people heard, and yeah, we were out in full force. What an awesome protest. It was intergenerational, there's so much love in the air. And people, I've never seen the whakaputanga flag, me te tiriti flag, what was that? Yep. Bandied around so comfortably.
So this kōrero around kotahitanga for Wairoa when we're coming out to protest, this is showing that our whānau are hearing and they're coming out. This is new for Wairoa. With our marae across the board, we kotahitanga there, but to come to collectively as a community is huge. So we have the feet and we have the voices, we just need to connect them up.
Yep, holding space, filling spaces, tooting, and reo Māori and waiata everywhere down the street. It was such a wonderful day, and to return home to see it nationwide. Just remembering that this only happened just recently. It's a picture that Michelle sent to me. Don't forget these people, thank them. So always thank your volunteers, because we've also got people that are coming back to help Hawke's Bay. Some of these service people also come from Hawke's Bay. They whakapapa back here and they want to be here. So whenever you get a chance, you know, give them a big fat mihi and a big fat hug. Yeah, lots of bridges at risk. Just coming over the Waikari Bridge, we had to remind our driver, stop! One truck at a time. I've seen lots of motorbikes come off on those Bailey bridges, not a good sight. Tiranga Bridge, okay, it's only half ready. Yeah, it's not good all over, quite weak and frail. So, yeah, engineers, what a hard feat. Just goes to show that our early leaders just didn't put enough effort into the resilience around our infrastructure, around the roading, around the bridges. Yes. And this is Mike coming for a visit. This is at Hinamihi Marae when we had some of the politicians come and tātou o te Wairoa and the community come together around the effort to bring our town back alive.
So at that hui it was announced that the 3 million went to tātou to help in regards to the rebuild. So they're now currently in that space, they're rebuilding some of our homes that were uninsured Māori owned. And so that's some of the work that's happening over the past couple of months. So that can lead into the ones.
Oh, come on, man. So do it, Kat, that way. Okay, and Mike come for a visit. He came with Lam Tahuri one day to come pay respects to Michelle while he was in town, just to see some of the progress with some of the people moving into their pods and watching the transition. Also, with these pods, we had a lot of people come and help, you know, put a little martyr in, because some of these people had beautiful gardens. And yeah, can't say enough about the effort to get people in homes. You know, a year's a long time to not be in a home, and this sweet, beautiful couple here just across the road from Takitimu Marae, they're back in their home. I was one of the skinny people underneath their house cleaning up. I didn't mind doing that, and we made sure that we left the flooring in a better condition than some of the houses that we saw. Yeah. I don't know if you can feel it, but you know, and he's our Auntie Gaby. You know, she's set to be 90 pretty soon, and he's her, and she's trying to get back into her whare too. She's a humble lady, very, very humble, and she can still tell us the day, tell us a lot of hitori around the Wairoa River. Yeah, so we'll be going to visit her when we get home. And this is the whakaaro in Wairoa. We don't care about what anybody else says. We want our houses raised and fast. And at the moment, because no one's listening, we're engaging with other people now. We're over it. So we went up to Auckland, we found our own pūtea, and we got our rangatahi, and we've got all these scientists and civil engineers, and we're going to do some modelling, and we're having our next wānanga in 2 weeks' time. So no mai hana mai, 12th and the 14th of July. Because one of the last wetlands left that we've got to protect, right? We have to. The values that still remains in Wairoa, and we can still bring all this back, but it's going to take a lot of collaborative effort. Okay, like I said, our drains, they're really a wetland, ne? You just walk to the end and you'll find a stream and a awa. So we sighted Morehana, Tuna and Inanga, and just this little stream here. You'll be surprised what the council's doing now. They actually want to come and help us. And finding kakahi on the Waiai River just last week, I thought, surely does somebody have a kaihi or something and just drop this off here? And yeah, that's a kakahi on the Waiai River found at Rangiahu Bridge. So that's why we need to monitor, because we need to know, well, what's happening to these species? How old are they? And so I've just quick sped to the waka. That's still the situation it's in. It's still there. That waka still mihis all the East Coast waka amawhānau that come, and we thank the East Coast crews for coming, all the Gisborne crews, because that's what makes our Adventure Wairoa really pump, is when we're sharing our awa with other people. And alligator weed. Watch out for this. It's in your rohe. Clean your gears, say whānau, clean your waka, your paddles and everything, because this stuff is yuck. Keep it away. So, okay, we're out of here. I kind of ran out of slides, but don't forget, you've got to cull out your, collect your fish data. I don't know why that's in there, but that's just so when we're clearing our drains, we can let them know what size they were, how heavy they were, and how many there were. But don't forget, feed your people, whānau? Feed your people. Keep sliding past. Because all we want is one love. And just like to send a big shout out to all our Wairoa people that we left home yesterday so that we could be here today. And I'd like to just send a big shout out to all our Taiwhenua, especially to Whanganui o Rotu, who's been inviting Wairoa to a lot of their tai ao wānanga. Thank you for that. Also in Wairoa, we're setting up want to talk about data sovereignty. Iwi data sovereignty. And that's so when we upload our data, you know, Niwa's not getting it for free. Oh, no, sorry, Niwa, didn't mean it like that. What I mean, here's a chance, Niwa, let's have a sit down and let's do a collaborative project, ne? And next time, let's come on my boat and our boat. And that's why we need to have our Taiwhenua, Tai ao Pou, enabled. We need to monitor. We need to keep following te mana o te wai, because don't forget, the first is for the wai, ne, for the wai. Then our drinking water, then everything else. Don't ever forget that. Anyway, don't forget we also come from the darkness and all the struggle it took for us to come into te ao marama. So nō reira, I heard the ding ding dong, and that's us. All the way from Te Wairoa, we'd like to thank you all. Tihei, mauri ora.